Hey everybody, welcome back. Today I'm going to give you a little comparison just between my two video cards. There's my old one and my new one, and links that you can check if you want to actually look at them. Here's my motherboard specs as of January 1st of this year. And there is just proof that I really do have a 1060 6GB. Also, I was just really excited and took a picture of it. Okay, so first, here's some pictures of the unboxing when I got my GTX 1060. The camera on my phone is what I took them with, so they're not great pictures because there was a lot of sunlight coming in, but there's the front of the box, the back of the box. See some details about it if you really care. Inside the box was another box. Shocking. Inside that box was another little folder and some protective foam. And then underneath that was another layer of protective foam to house the video card itself. There was just a setup disc and some Velcro zip ties, which were nice. There's the card inside its ESD bag. Very nice. There's not a lot of sense of scale here, but it's a pretty long card. There's the card outside of its ESD bag, so you can see the 3 fans on it and the cooling. There's the back with a back plate installed and the sweet little plastic protector thing I got to unpeel. There's my new card on the top and my old 750 Ti on the bottom. After I took them both, took the old one out, you can see a little bit of dust. It wasn't too bad, but just a size comparison. And here's the I/O comparison for both cards. All right, here's some benchmarks. First off will be the Firestrike with the 750 Ti, followed by the Firestrike with the 1060. So for all these, I just, instead of showing you the entire benchmark, I just showed you the results for the end. So there's 3D Mark Time Spy with the 750, and then 3D Mark Time Spy with the 1060 as well. And then Skydiver with the 750 Ti and Skydiver with the 1060. Now, Skydiver's meant for laptops, but it was there and it was available, so I ran it just as another comparison benchmark. Next up is Unigine Heaven, and here are the settings. are the results for the 1060. For this one, I did the 1060 results first, followed by the 750 results. For everything else, it'll be the 750 first. All the benchmarks, all the video samples, all the pictures, everything. This one, because I only showed you the video for the 1060, I did the 1060 results first. Here are some benchmarks for War Thunder. Here are the original settings, graphical settings I was using with the 750 Ti and at the launcher and here in the actual in-game. So you can compare the settings I had before. Here's the post-effects settings, which I actually haven't changed at all. I haven't touched these at all, but that's what they're set at. Here are my new settings with everything maxed out as much as I can get it. And in-game maxed out as much as I can get it. So there's just the two different graphic settings that you can see. Okay, so here are benchmarks. First, you can see the 750 Ti with my original settings, then the 1060 at the same settings, and then the 1060 with no VSync, so you can see the actual frame rates that's capable of. Here are the results for the 750 Ti, and next up will be the 1060 with the exact same settings as the 750 Ti. Including VSync on, so the frame rates don't ever get above 60, but the next one will be without VSync on, so you'll see the frame rate capabilities of the new card. Here's the results for the 1060 benchmark at original settings, and then next up is the 1060 with maxed out settings and VSync turned off. And here are the results for the 1060 with max settings and no VSync on. Next is the Battle of Berlin benchmark in the same order. 750 and 1060 at original settings with VSync on, and then the 1060 with VSync off. The results for the Battle of Berlin benchmark with the 750 Ti, and next is the 1060 with the same settings. And there's the FPS rating for the Battle of Berlin with the 1060 on the same settings, and finally up is the 1060 with VSync off. Adaptive VSync off so you can see the maximum frame rates possible for the same benchmark. Also, you'll notice the quality is a bit better here because this is with the settings all maximally cranked up as high as they'll go. And there's the results for the Battle of Berlin benchmark. And finally up is the tank battle benchmark, both with the 750 Ti first, and then the 1060 at the same settings, and then the 1060 with maximum settings and adaptive VSync off, just like the other ones. This is the final War Thunder benchmark I'm bringing you. And there's the results for the first one. Next up will be the 1060 at the same settings, so you'll notice that the frame rate doesn't drop as much. Is the main difference. The video quality is the same because it's the exact same graphical settings, but the frame rates are much better. Here are the results. As you can see, the FPS never really dropped. And finally, the 1060 with maximum settings and adaptive VSync turned off to turn it loose and see what kind of frame rates it's capable of. Here are the frame rate results, and next is some actual gameplay samples comparison, starting with War Thunder and with the 2GB 750ti. Just a quick test drive with my M551. Next is the 6GB 1060 with adaptive VSync on, same graphical settings as the 750ti. Main difference here will be the frame rates as usual. And finally, the 6GB 1060 with maximum graphical settings and adaptive VSync off to, again, see what it's capable of, turn it loose. And next up is World of Warships, from both taken from a replay file, just about a minute long. This is with the 750, the 2GB 750 Ti, and then a replay from the exact same replay file with the 1060 to follow it up. The most telling difference is the guy lines in the communications wire antennas from the mast on the ship down to the rest of the ship is where you can really see it, the difference. Both of these replays were taken from an actual replay file. Neither of them are the live battle recording. So to keep it as much of the same as I could, I did them from the replay file. And here's the same exact replay and same exact minute from 18 minutes down to 17 minutes on the timer with the 1060 6GB card, with all settings cranked to as maximum as they could get.
Torpedoes to port. Torpedoes astern. Smoke screen set. Attention, reporting the target position.
And the final comparison I have for you is some screenshots from within World of Warships. So here are my original settings, and here are my maxed out settings for everything. So mostly pay attention to the lines and the anti-aliasing here. You can see the biggest difference there, I think. Definitely a clear difference there. And then just a side-by-side comparison. And that's it. I ran these benchmarks basically because those were the ones I had available, whether in-game or with 3D Mark. So that's why I ran the ones I did. I hope this gives you some idea for the difference between a 3-generation gap of video card upgrade. And I hope you like this one. We'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you very much for stopping by and checking this one out. Check my social media links, and we'll see you next time.